Ever wonder why some performers at big events feel like they're basically walking billboards, while others make you forget there's a sponsor at all? That difference is not an accident. It is a whole craft, and today we are cracking it open. Think about it like seasoning food. A good chef does not dump a whole shaker of salt on your plate. They use just enough that you taste it without going, "Why does this taste like the ocean?" Sponsor integration works the same way. The brand should flavor the moment, not drown it. Here's the setup you probably do not think about. A company pays anywhere from $500 to $50,000 depending on the event size, and in exchange, they want their name seen, heard, or felt by the crowd. The performer's job is to make that feel like a gift to the audience instead of a commercial interruption. Let's talk about the magician trick, and no, not the card kind. A magician might use a sponsor's product as literally the prop in the trick. So instead of pulling a rabbit from a hat, they pull a soda can from thin air, and the brand becomes part of the wonder itself. This is called subtle integration, and it is basically the opposite of a billboard shouting at you in all caps. The goal is for the audience to remember the moment first and realize later, almost as an afterthought, that a brand made it possible. Now here is where doubt creeps in for a lot of performers, because nobody wants to be seen as a sellout. There is a very real fear that the second you mention a sponsor, you lose your artistic soul, like some kind of creative vampire just drained you dry. But here is the twist, nobody tells you. Authenticity is not about avoiding sponsors, it is about respecting your audience's intelligence. People can smell a fake endorsement the same way they can smell fake enthusiasm at a birthday party. So the trick is genuine enthusiasm for a product that actually fits your act. Let's bring in a plain language breakdown of benefit articulation, which sounds fancy but really just means explaining why something matters in a way that clicks instantly. Instead of saying, "This energy drink has electrolytes," a performer might say, "This is basically what keeps me from passing out during my 40-minute juggling set." And boom, now it means something. Community event organizers have learned this lesson the hard way over the years, especially back in the 2010s when brand placement got so heavy-handed that audiences started tuning out entirely. That backlash actually taught the whole industry that subtlety is not just nicer, it is more effective, kind of like how a whisper in a quiet room gets more attention than a shout in a noisy one. Here's a common misunderstanding worth clearing up right now. People assume sponsor integration only works for huge events with huge budgets, but honestly, a local food truck festival can do this just as well as a stadium concert. It is about the relationship, not the price tag. Think about a caterer at a wedding who partners with a local drink brand, and instead of slapping logos everywhere, they build a signature cocktail named after the couple using that brand's product. The guests get a personalized moment, the brand gets organic word of mouth, and nobody feels like they just sat through an ad. The mechanics behind this usually involve three simple layers: visibility, integration, and emotional connection. Visibility is just being seen. Integration is being part of the actual experience, and emotional connection is the secret sauce that makes people actually care. Doubt shows up again when performers worry that measuring sponsor success feels cold and transactional, like turning art into a spreadsheet. But honestly, a little rational thinking here goes a long way, because knowing what worked helps you get invited back and get paid fairly next time. Let's zoom out for a second, because this whole dance between authenticity and business is not new, it just has new tools now. Court jesters technically worked for kings who wanted to look generous and fun, so really, sponsored performance has been around since basically forever, just with better lighting now. So if you ever watch a performer at an event and think, "Wow, that felt natural," just know there was probably a whole strategy behind that feeling, built on respect for the audience and the brand alike. If you want to learn more about how we help event vendors and performers pull this off, check out our links in the description.